Good morning. God is awesome. More than good. God is great. I'm in beautiful Tarpon Springs at the Sponge Docks, man. Got the sun just radiating off my face like I ain't so chocolate. My skin look great. I think I'm gonna come here every day at this same time, just so I can look like this. Now let me stop. Yeah, I just want to say something really, really quick. I said I wasn't, but I kind of think it's important. I see so many of our people, black people, our people, some people, family people, and the goal and the purpose is to keep us uninformed. Most of the time, that thing that we see, especially black people, when I say we, I'm speaking as a people. We should actually, especially when we see it too much, we should actually take that as a warning sign. Because lately, everything that they've tried to force us to see and accept and to see in a different way and try to give us their understanding of what it looks like, it's turned out to be a lie. And we should all see this stuff as a smoke screen. Now, I just say this in particular this morning. I wake up yesterday, actually, over the last few days. All of these blacks, as always, are so mad about these white people coming from South Africa. I get it. But all I tried to do is share some information that's been out there for months, more than a month. To be totally honest, President Trump is late. I want to say that again. To be totally honest, what Trump is doing is late. I'm surprised he didn't do it a month ago. So I'm talking about 50-something white people that was accepted into America from South Africa. And fake news, MSNBC, CNN, and all of those different ABCs, they want black people to feel like, oh, this is so much racism. Look what he's doing. He let in the white people from South Africa. He let in the white people. I want to say a couple of things about that. First of all, everything the Democrats have done over the last 5 years or 4 years, it's been some type of situation where we should say cause and effect. Cause and effect. So what they did over the last 4 years by letting in 20 million people of every nationality besides white actually gives an excuse or it gives ground. We can't let in 20 million others, black, African, Mexican, Latino, Chinese, and then get mad about 55 white people. That's first. But what's most important, and this is what I want my black people to feel, to hear, and to understand, and hopefully you will have some pride in this. Now, I'm not bragging about it in a violent way, but I need blacks to understand it. I shared it, and when I shared it with somebody, they said, I didn't want to hear all of the politics. So I shared this article because for the last few months, African leaders, South African presidents and leaders and South African organizations of leadership. Let me say that again. The South African president and leaders have passed a law in South Africa where the Africans of the land, where the black people, the native people of the land, can take back their land. They can take back their farms. I did almost 20 years around the Uhuru movement. Taking back our land has been one of the only things and the most important thing, besides self-determination and identification and all those things. But taking back stolen land? Come on, man. All of my indigenous people of America can understand that. Even the Mexicans can understand that. To be able to take back your land. So, please, my black people, don't get caught up in the stupid conversation. Don't get caught up and make other people look at you sideways and say, they stupid, they don't know what they're talking about, or they're Democrats. Understand that there's always more information than what CNN is going to tell you. It's not that they're telling you all lies, but they're telling you part of it. They're not telling you the reasons why some of these things may be happening. Yes, I'm in agreement with a lot of the complaints. I don't know if they would have been accepted if they were black people. I don't know. But we just saw 20 million people accepted. And a lot of those people were black. A lot of them were Mexican, Venezuelan, Costa Rican, El Salvadorian, Chinese. A lot of people, up to 20 million people was just accepted into this country over the last 4 years. So to say 55 white people, after having proof, it's all over the internet, that African leaders have given Africans the right to take back your land. Run whitey off of your land. I don't understand how people can say America or the administration is being racist by accepting them. That's all. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. And more than anything, I'm giving Africa credit. I'm not gonna give that power or give that nod to America. I'm not going to give President Trump some type of grief about it, or I'm not going to give him credit about it. I'm giving credit to Africa, who's saying they're not advocating violence. They're just saying without punishment. Look it up. Without punishment, you can now go take back your farmlands, take back your land. And if we was being ghetto about it, it would be simply put, take back your land from whitey. Take back your stolen land from whitey. That's all people all around the world have been saying. Mexico looks at America and say, I wish we could take back our land. But they don't have anybody giving them the power to do that. And I'm telling you, you can look up right now laws that were passed in South Africa that has allowed the common man in Africa to take back, to fight for stolen land. And to be honest, it didn't look like it was peaceful. It looked more like a situation where people were showing up saying, get off my land right now. And I'm here for the smoke. I love it. I love it. Why would we not give Africans credit? Why would we not give South African leadership credit? No, we have to know what we're talking about. And we should not run with every story that we hear and get in our feelings when we don't know the half of it. And when somebody try to share the proof and the information with you, for you to turn away from that information, it means you like being wrong. You like having an excuse. You like being in your feelings. And I'm going to tell you something. Being in our feelings does not help us. Being in our feelings does not change the facts. The facts should change your feelings.